I've done some tests in Creative with various methods of, how we call them, back and forth motion machines. And I quite like this one. It's a simple engine drive that just drives, and yeah, it's a bit jittery, it doesn't work that great, but essentially the engine is just constantly, well, one controller is just constantly rotating on a loop. We can put this a little faster, there we go. And it essentially just drives forward, gets to the other side, sends a sensor command. This rotates the wheels 360 degrees. Well, 180 initially, but then again back, and it just turns around. So that's the one. Then I've got this one over here, essentially similar design, but now it's just with the actual electric engine rather than the controller. And there's a bunch of logic in here. Some of it is not even hooked up yet because, well, I'm still working on some of those, but for now I was just trying to figure out how I want to actually build my little farm in survival. And as you can see, this one also just rotates the wheels. Now again, it's not the most elegant solution, but it works, and it works for a low cost, especially in the survival world where things are quite expensive to use. So you'll see there's all these little rovers walking around. This one obviously is in fact the easiest and the way that most people will normally do it. So we've got two electric engines, one drives one way, one drives the other way, and we've just got a memory bit that swaps dependent on the sensor being triggered. And this is probably kind of one of the cleanest solutions. Now you can do the same with two controllers. This one here is actually quite cool. It's a little reciprocating rack and pinion setup. So you've got the two racks on the bottom and the top, and then just the pistons, and the engine keeps spinning the little pinion gears essentially in the same direction. But then when the sensor senses, it changes this memory bit, which pulls the pinion to the bottom rack, and the engine just keeps spinning in the same way. So no need for two engines and all of that. Honestly, for right now, I'm probably just going to do a real simple setup, probably with a seat, and I'll just have an engine that I can drive forward and backwards and just water, because I just want to get to some nice bigger farms to be able to firstly generate some bots spawning, because I want some more circuit boards, and well, the metal is fine, but you can always go grind for some actual metal. They are looking to destroy my creations. Come here. Yeah, it's fine, it's all good. Oh my. Alrighty, so as you can see, we've been getting slight bigger raids because I have been farming for a little. Just because, as I mentioned, I do want to get some beets just for a general eating purpose, like now. And then also actually looking for the resources that these guys drop, like those. Alright, here, there. Nice. These we can just pop down there, we'll get them just now. Okay, fantastic. So I did make a bunch of this space metal. It's pretty cool, I like it, but I thought it was a bit stronger than it is, so I'll probably not use much more of it other than for accent pieces. There we go, so we can just chow some beets. They're really just good for sustenance, sustained sustenance. And then these, I don't even know if they are going to grow because they will need water again. Alright, let me just go fetch my vehicle so I can refine those arms and stuff. There we go. So I also did change up a little bit on this vehicle, not that much, but it really helps to just be able to drive around and pick up some things. I've built myself a bunch more chests, as you can see. A whole bunch of things that I've been farming up, grinding up for, so we can just do some builds today. Here's some of my veggies and fruits that I've already collected. So these are all going to be packaged and used for the various parts that I need. But for right now, what I'm mostly interested in is I am going to need some wheels. Now, the small wheels are probably more than fine, and I might actually just use them because I don't really need the big wheels for this. Normally what I would have is some rail system on top that this actually can drive on and, well, kind of slide on. But as you see, I've already started with a little bit of a frame. I'll kind of make it up as I go along. So I'm looking at a 6-wide farm, and I've got 3 water dispensers, and I do already have the vacuums that I need for actually planting. But I think for now I'm just first going to do the watering, because I also want to put on the water tank, and then it will come back and we can lower it down and suck up the water so that we just drive ahead again and get things watered. So let me just get rid of some of these. Don't need all of that, so no, that's what I'm not looking for. Put that back. There we go. Just pop these down up. Now again, I have installed the little mod that allows me to turn these with some circuit boards into component kits, but honestly, up until this point, it's actually been a little more tricky finding the circuit boards than it has been finding component kits. But also, as soon as we start actually building and upgrading, we will need a whole lot more circuit boards, so we will get to using them fairly soon. There we go. Pop that wood in there, more scrap wood, make some more of that wood, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 wheels. Wheels crafting. I don't really need a chest for there just yet. So let me actually store this fuel in here for now. I do need a piston, and I'm going to need to upgrade that a fair bit. So let me pull out some of these component kits. I believe I've already made the piston. Let me just check that I put it down here, because I've already put down most of what I require. Switch controller. Oh, that's right. I think I needed oil. I needed some oil before I was able to actually get my pistons sorted. Yeah, that was what I was missing. So I'm just gonna run and quickly collect up a little bit of oil from the bits down the road. Obviously we can go to the oil pond and just get a whole bunch of it again, but honestly I don't need that much. I only need... what do I need? Pistons, here we go. I only need like 2 to 4 oil, so I think it's a little bit too much to go grab oil from the pond, but you know, whatever. I have a chest right here. We have the oil pond very convenient around, so let's just go grab some oil real quick. back. Here we go. Quick and dirty little oil pond of mine. There we go, that should already be enough. I'll just grab that. Oh, if I can get out. Get out. Come on, there we go. That's more than enough oil for my needs. Let's head back home. Yeah, it's really nice, this seed. So this is the oil pond right here. That's the trader where my base is at. Right up there is a chemical pond. Right across on that side is cotton fields. So pretty much everything is right here in a very, very small area, and I've never come across something like this actually. It's pretty decent. Alrighty, back we are. I'm just gonna take out a few. I don't need all of it right now. Pop them in there, and there we go. Craft up the 2 pistons. I'm gonna have one extending downwards and the one doing the side to side. Now, realistically, I can probably just build a switch. I don't need any logic right now. Yeah, let me just make 2 switches. That'll be more than enough. Because I'm only going to need to push them over, what's it like, 8 blocks or something, I think is the distance. Let me just quickly see. This is... So... Yeah, 1, 2, 3... Come on. 4. So 4 apart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. They are just gonna ride on this front here. So let me start by just getting some stuff done. I do believe I'm gonna need to extend this a little wider, which is fine. That's why I've crafted up a whole bunch of stuff that's real nice. There we go. Something like so should do. This is essentially going to be where my water drops down. I can probably just fill in with mesh back here and back here, because the water only needs to drop down. It does not need to actually have this much space. Alright, there we go. That, and I'll just want to that because I can. Then I do think I'm gonna use a little more of this mesh, because the mesh just slides nicely. Oh, yeeted myself off with that. So it's a real nice little slidey system with the mesh. Now I am going to need to actually figure out where I want to put the water exactly. But for the most part, it shouldn't be too difficult. It'll just be an attachment with a piston. 1, 2 pistons. Got my those all. Got some bearings. Yeah, got my bearings. I'll put that back in there. These I'm also just gonna, for now, just chuck them out there on the floor, because I really don't need them right now. Perfect. I've got my 4 wheels. Got it all nice and sorted. So, I don't technically need to have it do the water through the middle. I can attach it just to the back. And if I just raise my wheels up a little bit, for the most part, there's no real need to actually worry about where I attach it. I can just pop it on the underside like something. Let me just actually, so if I just do, I mean, this is really just a quick and dirty for now. But if I just do that, then I can take this, slot that on there. Yeah, like so is fine. Grab up one of these and boom. I mean, that's about as simple as it goes. That'll take my water there. Then I can simply build out my sliding mechanism. So all that's going to be is essentially wheels on the side, go round and round. Do I want it to be that high? I mean, probably, because it's just a lot easier if I don't need to worry about raising this up. But it's also not that big of an issue. I think I'm going to raise it a little bit. How much do I need to do? Okay, let's take that one there. Now I'm going to need to actually count this a little bit. Okay. So let me build just a little piece that I actually wish to attach. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all the pieces that I need. If I just, oh, I've got actually quite a bit. If I just take these and I slot them down like so, I think something like that. That one there. This one here. Another one on the end, and that should be it. That should be it. So now if I just put this down like so, I'm gonna need to actually take this off. That's fine. Let's just do this. Give ourselves some working room. And then I think I'm probably going to just put this on slightly almost backwards, perhaps. Let's just see. So if I do yeah, just here. I don't need to go further than that. Maybe I do just there. Then I'm gonna do this because it just slides nicely. Now I should be able to. How much do we really need to move it? So we need to move it over like 12 blocks, I'm assuming. Something like 12. We'll see when we get there. Great stuff. I do like the whole pipe piece situation, so I think I might still do the wheels with pipes, which is it's just nice to work with. So we'll just do some quick and dirty wheels for now. We can always trim it up and make it look better later. I want to eventually make it fully automatic, so this is really just the start. The start of something. Do I have any pipe pieces lying around? I don't want to make too many if I don't need to. I think what I'm going to do for this is these, because they're nice and tall. I'll just make nice tall ones. Then I probably will put it on actually, what do they call it, actually having steering bearings too. Eventually I probably won't, or I will have them as I showed in the little creative world, I'll have them be automatically steered, but for now, this and that should work goodly. The buckets, I'll put them down there, that's fine. The seat's gonna take a little bit of time, but I'm not gonna wait for it right now. Okay, so buckets, you can just chill there for now, to be honest. The bucket there, bucket there, bucket there, bam. Right, now get my pipes up nicely. This might be quite unstable because it is a little top heavy probably. Now I think I'm gonna do them outside. And I can probably put my bearing up there, but I'm just gonna do it down here for now. One down there, one down there. I might actually not have enough space to do it outside, so I might just do my wheels on the inside. Let me just do them on the inside for now. Again, I can change this up, and I will absolutely change it up in the future, so why not just have them as they are. There we go. Bearings, bearings, bearings. Nice. Then we take our wheels, and boom, there we go. Now, this is still not tall enough, so I'm going to need to raise this up a little bit, which is perfectly fine by me. Just want to see if I can actually fit this in here. Yeah, I can. Just a little more to the somewhere like so. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Seat, come to me. But I can just stiffen up those bearings for now. There we go, nicely. So am I gonna bring the seat up or down? Let me first do this old trick. Actually, I'm probably gonna put the seat up here where I'm gonna set down the well, water. So I don't need to do much. Let's just find the middle. 1, 2, 3. So that's 15. So 15. 14. If it's 14 till there, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so this is actually then the middle, which is perfect. I think if I go up one more and then roll out like so, that might already do it. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit frustrating. So are you actually, let me just make sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. No, so it's not quite in the middle. This is the middle, which I am okay with. 1, 2 there, and probably just yoink some from the edges here. I really don't need to build this whole thing out of such strong metal. But, you know, if you have it, why not use it? Perfecto. So let me drop this on here like so. Yeah, so that's gonna be off center at whatever. It's gonna be what it is for now. Let me just get to actually watering my crops. I'll keep that facing backwards, I think. I like the backwards look, yeah, something like that. And then you on there, and is that tall enough? Yeah, it is actually. Ooh, okay, so that's way rear heavy, which is alright, we'll deal with it as we go along. Get those on there, like so, get that on there. That can always just way down the front, but I still need to attach this in any case. So let's just see how that goes. On like so. No, please don't weld down. Oh, that already makes it quite a bit better. Let me just see if I now pop down my little switch. I've also got the engine, but I think I'm probably just going to use a controller for now, seeing as it's a little more, shall we say, fuel efficient. I do need to move one of you one way. Or did I just mess up the count? Okay, well, we'll see. No harm, no foul yet. Let me actually put this controller in. Yeah, I can put it in like that. Why not? Right there, right so. That's gonna just turn some wheels for us. I really only need to power 2 wheels. No real need for more than that. We'll loop it, we'll put it a little bit faster. That in there, and that should do something. Oh, it'll do something if I actually have it do something. There we go. Yeah. That's doing something. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. That was exactly the wrong one. I might do this with the electric engine, just because the controller is a little, you know, back and forth sometimes, but for now I'm not too concerned. And there we go. We're rolling now. Okay, so now I can actually see where these need to go, which is not quite where they are. Okay, let me actually just put some switches down so that I can see the interaction of this piston over here. Okay, so that works. That needs to extend. Come on. However far it can. That's too far, actually. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. That about it. Yeah, that seems about right. So, boom. And boom. That ain't too bad. I mean, might not work so well initially, but we'll get there. Now it's just about the system actually watering something. But let me just move these on over. This one goes here. This one moves over one, maybe 2, even, so they can kind of be right next to one another, can they? Oh, I like that. I do like that it actually extends in a little bit. Yeah, it does seem like they can. I can go over either way or any of those, but I think that'll do. It should at least do. I've got a bunch of batteries, which is nice, but for now, let's just clean up a little bit, stack down our unused items so that they are not in our way. Good stuff. Now I'm gonna need another switch for this. That's gonna suck up the water for me. And it can probably activate the piston for me as well. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually pretty cool. Alrighty, so now I back up. Keep on rolling. Okay, that is quite slow, but it is okay. Now I'm just going to need to be able to stop it. See, so this is now where the controller comes in a little bit tricky. Not a lot, just a little. So let me do 180 degrees. And then it walks away from me. That's fine. We'll handle you. Okay. Excuse you. Thank you kindly. Might need to do that engine after all. Just because lining this up the whole time is going to be a little bit of a tedious thing, but alright. I am okay with that for now. Let me just hook in that, and then we should be good to gather water. Look at that. I mean, that works. That works brilliantly. I can extend it a little more, I think. Yeah, I can, but I don't really need to. Alrighty, so then that's sorted, and then I can just hook these up as water. And then I'm probably gonna need a button for now. Eventually, again, it'll all be automated. Let me just leave that there and button it up. Here we go, button. I do think I'm actually going to switch that out for the engine, just because it's a little nicer to handle than the controller. But we'll use the controller still. So no harm there. I'm just gonna drop that off for now. Grab you. And where shall I put this? I mean, I'm looking to make it a little more front heavy. So that might be a good thing right there. Put the button on. That can turn off. Boom. Comes back. Nicely nice. This over there, this over there. I'm pretty sure that it's probably not going to be turning in the right way. Yeah. So that one needs to change over. And also we need a little more speed. And there we go. Okay. I'm just going to upgrade this once, because more efficiency, more speed. And now, the button. Ah, really? My seat has its maximum number. Well, luckily I can upgrade it. There we go. So now I have a... What do you mean no connections? Oh. True. That's very true. You are not lying to me. You are truthin'. And we have water. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna need to... Wait, what? What's happening? Why does this want to just run away with me? Should I perhaps power it from the back wheels rather? Let's see. I think I might rather power from the back wheels to not drift around. So that one's wrong way around. There we go. Nope, that's not quite right. I have some nice heavy something. I mean, I had a bunch of bricks. I don't actually think I do have any more bricks. Maybe I've got a bunch of chemicals, so if I can... No, I cannot. Okay, that's fine. I'll just probably steal some brick for now. From here. Don't need that much. I'll just cannibalize a little bit somewhere. Ideally somewhere it's not that needed. But actually, this will be good because it'll just gonna make my hole a little bigger. There we go. And then I'm just gonna straight up brick it out like so. And so. How does that feel? I mean, a little better. Let's just turn it down a slight bit. I can always just extend the wheels out a little more back, which I probably will do because it's also not great to have that over there like so. Alright, I mean, that's kind of working. And now we just, bam, work the farm. That's actually quite good. Not gonna lie, that works as good as I could have expected. And how much water will we need and do use? Okay. Ooh, okay, so we just barely make it. Yeah, I might move my wheels back a bit. Might do a bunch of stuff there. We move over, we come back. And it's just brilliant. And that's way more efficient watering than I've ever done before. Do I miss some here and there? Yeah, I do, but I'm really not concerned about that right now. And that is essentially it for the water, so I might need to eventually put two little water tanks on here, but again, I'm not really too bothered. That's perfect. That's all been watered and done. I wonder if there's a way to sense when a water tank is full. I don't think so, but we can probably just put it on a timer. It'll be easy enough. Boom, bring it back up, and that's it. Sorted, ready for the next round. Yeah, so I do need oranges and blueberries, and this is where things are going to now become a little sketchy. I might actually not plant them right now. Let me first get those harvested, and I might play around with this one a little bit, but that's essentially it. That's my little farm watering system for now, so I hope this works a bit better. The grinding, as I said, I'm gonna collect stuff beforehand so that we can just do the builds, because I want to progress this a little bit, so I need to get up with the materials and stuff. So thank you all so very much. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing and liking, and I will see you again real soon. Cheers. Look at that beauty. Oh yeah. Now we're farming. You still here? Cheers.